And now, live from the Pacific Ballroom of the Ilikai Hotel, it's Hawaii's Comedy Stars. Featuring the island's top comedians, including Kehau Baijo.
You know, Papakoa is not a big fashion town, you know. So I was not familiar with makeup and all this kind of stuff. And these little Japanese girls would come to school with these tackle boxes full of makeup.
Delima. Rufus DeMarco. Gregg Hammer.
Run me over there, come on! Come on, just bang me, bro, bang me, come on!
Irvine.
A lot of howlies live in Kehau. They're dialing 911. Hello? Yes, there's a couple brown fellows in our neighborhood. I tell them, Freddie's the yard man. We're just early.
Kento.
In case you were wondering how a Japanese guy like me gets up here on stage and does comedy like this, well, you know how that happens. Daddy buys the hotel and here I am.
Ogata.
I think that's our one bad guy. Waianae Man. Big Samoan with a W on his shirt and a Waianae Man.
And Michael Staats.
You might have seen him on Alien Autopsy recently. Tonight we'll be doing an alien proctology. So you might want to stick around for that after the show.
In a tribute to Freddie Morris and Moku Kahana.
They left me alone one night. This lady walked in and she wanted to buy a chicken. But she wanted a chicken from Kentucky. I looked in the bin, I saw chickens. I pulled out a chicken, I put it on the counter. She stuck her finger in the butt and did this. No, that's too cold. That's from Alaska. Sorry. I pulled out another chicken, I put it on the counter. She stuck her finger in the butt and did this. No, that's too warm. That's from here. That's from Hawaii. I said, I'm sorry. She said, you must be new at this. I said, I am? She said, where are you from? I said, shit, you're the expert. You tell me.
You know, many years ago, my name, by the way, is Pastor Fuzz. It's my born name. My daddy was an Elvis impersonator. My mother was Amish, and I decided to become a Catholic priest. And I can remember Freddie as though it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I was working at a church out in Kailua, Our Lady of Great Agony. It was my first day on the job as priest. As I was walking with the pastor, he said, my first job as a priest will be to hear confession. So he hands me a book. He tells me, Father, every punishment you can give for a sin is in this book. After they tell you the sin, you look in the book, you give them the penance, and send them on their way. So I figured it couldn't be an easier job than that. I got into the confessional. The first gentleman that came in was an older gentleman. He says to me, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I said, tell me, my son, what is your sin? He said, well, I had sex with a young boy. So I looked into the book. I couldn't find the penance for sex with a young boy. I ran out of the confessional. I ran up to the pastor. I said, Father, what do you give for sex with a young boy? He said, I usually give $5 and a candy bar. But yes, I remember, Fred, years went by, you know, and I was walking on Kemoku Street, handing out religious tracts, of course, when I happened to see one of my fellow parishioners, a fine young lass, sitting at the bar. She was feeling a little tipsy, and it kind of struck me here, you know. So I walked in, I said, my daughter, you shouldn't be in a place like this. Come, let me escort you out. So I took her by the arm, and she was very tipsy. We fell to the ground, and of course, as I was trying to get her up, we began rolling and rolling and rolling on the ground. Freddie came up. He said, hey, you can't do that in here. I said, you don't understand, Freddie. I'm Pastor Fuzz. He said, well, if you're that far, you might as well finish.
My dad's in the audience tonight. Taught me how to drive. Anybody in here over the age of 55? Raise your hand. Go ahead, raise them up. Oh, everybody's shame now. Okay, how about better than the year 45? You are? Do me a favor. Learn how to drive, pal. Okay, I think there's an enzyme in your brain or something that screws up that old accelerator foot, you know?
Well, I'm in no rush.
I'm in a rush, okay? You're fucking old. You've been everywhere already. I got places to go. And stop carrying that damn coin purse with you. You know the one in kindergarten you open, it looks like a little mouth. That's how Freddie got started in kindergarten with the coin purse.
Hello, my name is Coin Purse. What? Oh, I love you too. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Any tourists here tonight? Raise them up. Tourists. Higher. 2, 1. Right on. See the Marine Corps here too. I'm gonna teach you some local sign language. Now, tourists, if a local person does this to you, it means run. Okay? Keep that in mind now. And there's also like facial stuff that goes with it. If they start moving the fingers, run faster. See, it's something that white folks should know when they come visit here. Because white folks follow the rules too much. They do. Too many rules in this world, you know? You ever go like downtown Honolulu and watch people cross the street? White folks will do this. The light will change. It'll change to the little hand and they'll step into the... Oh, damn. Local people will walk while the traffic has the green light. They will call out cars. Fucker, run me over it, come on! Come on, just bang me, bro, bang me, come on.
Yikes. I love Gregg Hammer, isn't he all right? He's a blast, Gregg Hammer. I love to listen to him in the mornings on the radio, because it's much better than radio at night, because they get all goofy. You ever listen to the love songs? There's always some horny, lonely DJ on the radio. Hi. Welcome to Love Songs. And there's always some moron calling up. I can make one request. Yeah. Who's this going out to? This is for my girlfriend, Sherry Lynn. You know, I love her. She's so special to me. And today is our 5-day anniversary. Yeah, so what do you want to hear? You guys get the kind of Rick James, Super Freak. Turn that off, man. Look. How you doing? Wow. Freddie, your friends, this looks like Christmas at the McVeigh house. You know, this is spooky up front. This is weird, man. A lot of white people, my Asian brothers and sisters right up front, and my minority brothers. That's cool. Black people up front. Too many white people up front. If there's black people in the back, come up. Kick a haole person off a chair. It's the 90s. Go ahead. You can do that. You know, I don't know what this means, but I'm doing it anyway. I like how the black people got together as a group and rose to greater power and strength and gone to bigger and better things. And you know, now you can see two brothers on the street and they use the N-word with each other. What's up, my nigga? And it's all cool because it's like a preemptive strike, takes away the power the word has. So I'm gonna start doing that with Asians. Any Asians in the house? I'm sorry, in the pagoda? Any Asians here now? Because if there are, next time you see another Asian person on the street, doesn't matter if you know them or not, walk right up to them and go, what's up? You my chink. Just do that. Yeah, Slope, come on. Word to your mama-san. Give me some rub. Boink, all right. Whew. So I think we're all here for you, Freddie, and you know, a lot of plants on. That's nice. Okay. Marvin Hagler in town, and you get beat up in the same week. Coincidence? Read the book. All right. Sorry, Marvin Hagler, if you're. That's okay. Sorry. You don't. Ex-boxer beats up Asian midget at Ilikai Hotel. That'll be in tomorrow's paper. That's my favorite part of the paper to read, though. The police column, right? It's always like, Waianae man kills Pearl City man. Waianae man robs Bo Ili man. Waianae man rapes Waikiki. You know, like in Gotham City, in Batman, they only had one bad guy, the Joker. I think that's our one bad guy, Waianae man. Big Samoan with a W on his shirt, you know, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Waianae man. And his evil sidekick, Nanakuli Youth. They're off causing trouble. Ooh, Marvin, sorry. Remain seated. Okay. Security, Marvin Hagler's table. I have to apologize. We all apologize. All Japanese. It's in our genetic DNA code. Sorry. Yeah. You ever bump into those Japanese tourists out in Waikiki? And it doesn't matter if it's your fault. They'll always apologize, right? Oh, sorry. My fault. My fault. I have this theory I'm working on. You could probably give them a good right hook to the head, right? Bam! They'll be like, oh, sorry. Didn't mean for you to hit me. My fault. So sorry. How's your fist? Good? Okay. Send me Dr. Bill. Because I went to Magic Mountain 3 years ago for vacation, and a whole busload of Japanese tourists came, went on the bumper cars at the same time. Most sorries I ever fucking heard. Sorry! My fault! Oh, give me the knife! Disgrace the family. Which I don't know why I do that, make fun of Japanese people, and then I make my eyes small, right? Oh, you know, what's the point? You never see Irish people go, look, now I'm Scottish. You don't see that, do you? What rank are you? Corporal. I like that. You're sitting at attention, too. I like that. Okay, you'll find if you don't sit on your thumb, you won't make that noise. All right, so we're talking to the Marine here, and I like that. Everything in the military is so phallic. Everything about the penis. I like that. All the ranks, you know, corporal, the staff sergeant. I like that one. Lance corporal. I like that one. Then there's one I can't figure out. Petty officer. What does that guy do? Walk up to you, excuse me, there's a spot on your shoe. Sir, isn't that a little petty? It's my job. Back to work, sailor. I work hard enough, I'll be a four-snap general. Ooh, spooky, huh? Yeah, all right. Can we get a translator or something? Yeah. Or maybe, you know, my ears are slanted too. I cannot really hear well, so yes. I've been having a bad year. I bought a car a couple months ago and it's falling apart. Chrysler Cirrus. The only cool thing is the car talks to you. Like if you have low fuel, the thing will come on. Boom, your fuel level is low. Which is great, but it's an American car. What do the Japanese cars do? You know, Toyota, driving your Toyota around, low fuel. Does the thing come on? Boom. So sorry. I should have told you earlier. We needed more gas in Kahuku. Now we're stuck in Laie. Oh shit, lock doors now, lock doors now. What about those Korean cars, those Hyundais driving around, low fuel? Does the thing come on? Hey, buy me drinky. Oh, there, go on. Gonna find a shady spot here. I don't think the Chinese make cars, but if they do, I bet you, low fuel thing comes on. Boom, no 5 more miles, keep driving, don't put money in the tank. What's wrong with you? We can go on fumes. So I live in Pearl City, because I'm Japanese and it's the law, apparently. Bust out all us Asian people, so. Yeah, more and more Filipino people moving in, though. You know, and I like the Filipino people, you know, except my neighbor always tries to get me to eat that weird Filipino food. You know, like they're doing shots of chicken, you know. Then there's that one, they have a blood soup, dinogowan. Blood, it's just blood from the pig. They just sliced it and from the tap, and put it over there. You know. Now, call me a picky eater. But I don't like to have to hurry and eat before my food clots. You know? Oh, quit picking at your food. Oh, come on. Japanese aren't any better. We have this thing called natto, which is rotten beans to the point where it's stringy like pizza. Sign me up. I remember when I was like 8 years old, my first experience with natto, my grandma's eating a big heaping bowl of it for breakfast. Just, stinking up the whole house. She gets halfway through the bowl and stops and goes, this is bad natto. Like, how the fuck do you know? Is it too fresh for you, Grandma? What is that? So anyway, yeah. I live next to my neighbor. I live next to. My neighbor is Filipino, which is, you know, it's cool. And it got me to thinking, you know, do they have different customs in the Philippines? You know, like we have children's stories in America, right? Like Dr. Seuss. What do they have in the Philippines? Dr. Isus? Just some guy over there. Mabuhay, boys and girls, and welcome to Dr. You gotta hit him. Isus. Today on Dr. Isos, green balut and spam. I suppose you eat it in a hose. I suppose you eat it with a mouse. I will not eat it in the rain. I will not eat it on a train. I do not like green balut and spam. I do not like it. Book, book, I am. Thank you very much, Mr. Ogata. Freddie, love to you, Logan.
Thank you. What a silly group. We're really glad that you're here tonight. You could have been at the 3rd annual C&K farewell concert, but you did choose to come. But you can see it next year anyway. They'll be putting one on. They were going to be at Aloha Stadium, and then they went to the Shell. I think they're over at Kapilani Bandstand. Anyway, what I'd like to mention. I don't know if I should mention this. Are you folks married? Are you on a date? Date? Really? Because, well, Freddie likes to encourage, well, we all do kind of, like to encourage the use of condoms. And not right at this particular moment. And, matter of fact, I'd like to personally encourage somebody out there to encourage me to use a condom a little later this evening. Probably not. Okay. But I brought some condoms down here because, you know, buying a condom can really be kind of embarrassing, so I thought I'd bring them down past. Because if you're a guy, you know, and you're on a date and you're starting to get intimate and you pull a condom out of your wallet, the girl you're with will say something like, "Oh, so you're expecting me to have sex with you tonight, huh?" And you have to answer something like, "Well, no, not necessarily you." So I thought I'd pass them out to the ladies because they're a lot more responsible than the men are. And then if you did happen to use them tonight, could you think of me? Okay. Actually, I had a box of 3. I've only got 2 left. I had an opportunity to use one this afternoon, to be honest. I was at the movie Spawn, and I wanted to go get some popcorn. but I didn't want anybody to take my seat, so I unrolled one of the condoms and left it laying in my seat, so it'll still be there. Matter of fact, when I got back, I had the whole row to myself. I don't know if you're staying in the hotels, but they work a lot better than the wall safe for protecting your valuables. You can stick your credit card, car key, cash, jewelry, everything will fit in one, and just leave it laying on the middle of your bed. Even housekeeping won't touch it. This is Andy Rooney. Does this sound enough like Andy Rooney to you? This is Andy Rooney. I thought it might be funny if I went to the islands and did a video, and this is kind of the narration of my Hawaiian video. It's based on the Hawaiian war chant. I hope you enjoy it. Here's a group of lovers groping in the waves at Waikiki, just like the love scene out of From Here to Eternity. Hand in hand in the sand, both with great big smiles, great big boners and alternate lifestyles. Here's the famous King Kamehameha statue holding a spear, his other hand outstretched to greet the visitors here, just like the natives we met here on our trip, either holding a weapon or their other hand out for a fucking tip. Here's Don Ho drunk on Mai Tais trying to sing Pearly Shells. Here's the Whalen Art Gallery with all his ugly fucking whales. Here's some flabby old fart in a Speedo digging sand out of his butt. Is this place fucking paradise or what? First we see a sexy co-ed in a real revealing thong. Then we see my wife's fat ass revealing all that can go wrong. Then we see the sexy co-ed, then we see my wife see me and glare. Then we see me at Kaiser in intensive care. There's an ABC store, there's a group of prostitutes. There's a prostitute in another ABC store talking to a prostitute. There's an ABC store, a prostitute, and another ABC. We've only walked half a block in Waikiki. Thank you very much. Thank you, Freddie.
Hey, I gotta follow Elvis and a priest. What a great gig this is. Wasn't that the same priest swearing before about 5 minutes ago? Oh my gosh. Well, yes, my name is Kehau, and I am from Papakolea, Hawaiian Homestead. Where are the Hawaiians? Good, they're all here. Your cars are safe tonight. Oh, man. You know, I moved back home recently, back up to Papakolea to take care of my dad, And my dad's like 80-something, he's been retired for a long time and everything. And, I noticed that he likes to watch TV, and maybe this is an old man thing, but my dad likes to watch TV in his underwear. Is that like an old man thing? Because you never see an old lady watching Oprah in her bra and panties, you know what I mean? What I want to know is, when do old men decide they'll never get fully dressed again? Get up in the morning, take a shower, put on their underwear, fuck it, I'll just watch TV, And is it just me, or are old men the gassiest, most flatulent people on the face of the earth? We don't have an alarm clock in our house. My father walks down the hall 5:30 every morning sounding like a moped revving up. And we're like, oh my God, is it time to wake up yet? Guys, Dad, Yeah. I went to Roosevelt High School. Anybody here from Roosevelt? Okay, well, you Japanese came from Manoa, bugger. See, Roosevelt, for those of you that don't know, are on the slopes of Punch Bowl, so half the school is Hawaiian from Papakolea, and the other half is Japanese from Manoa and Waikiki. And this was a revelation to me growing up because, Papakolea is not a big fashion town, So I was not familiar with makeup and all this kind of stuff. And these little Japanese girls would come to school with these tackle boxes full of makeup. Well, I went to school in the 60s, everybody had straight hair. And, and everybody was like, okay, how, you gotta iron your hair. Remember ironing your hair to make it straight? And I was so stupid because in those days I had really short hair. And you can always tell the Portuguese, they not only iron, they starch. So you get that Portuguese wave kind of action going. That doily wave. Yeah. But then you get the Japanese girls come school with all their makeup, and I was tomboy growing up. No, Kehau, we can't believe that. Yes, it's true. So I didn't know how to put on makeup, so I would watch them with their little, tackle box. And they'd be like putting on, and in those days, for the Japanese girls to get double fold on their eyelid, they used to do what? Scotch tape. Scotch tape. And I'd be watching them, and I'm like, sis, what you doing? Maybelline, CoverGirl, oh no, 3M. And I could not get, fashion, Papa Colette is not real good on fashion, And they would tell me, okay, how the key to fashion is accessorizing. You have to learn to accessorize. And I could not get the concept of accessories because in my neighborhood, accessories were guys doing 3 to 5 at OCCC. Yeah. And it's tough growing up when you're fat, Oh my God. I've come to grips with it, but oh, good Lord. Anybody here from LA? Too much smog, do not have the, cannot clap. There's, yes, LA. I went to LA last year, and this is, when you come from Hawaii, Los Angeles is a very weird place. I'm sorry if you're from there, it's weird. We're driving around Los Angeles. First of all, I went up there on Hawaiian Air because I'm cheap. But so we're going shopping. Now here's the little body image thing. We're going shopping on Sunset Boulevard. We go to like the Nicole Miller store, and I knew I was in trouble. Everything in that store was thin. The counters were thin, the clothes were thin, the girl was thin. She had a thin name, Celeste. Me and Celeste did not get along. The dressing rooms were thin. I'm like, Celeste, you got this swatch in a 16, and could I get like a handicap stall to get dressed in? And we're going through the racks. Do you know there is a size 0? 0. Who wears a size 0? Kill these women. When I have a 0 in my dress size, there's another number in front of it, okay? And you get these women going through the racks like, oh, let's get the 1. I like the baggy look. Oh my God. Oh, it's awful. I think we should have roaming gangs of fat girls beat the crap out of these women. Yeah. Well, not that we'd be a big threat. We can't run fast. And we'd only follow you as far as the old Mrs. Fields. Hey, run through the food court. We'll lose them. Be like, hey, you're lucky there's a sale at Dunkin' Donuts. Keep running, bitch. Oh, man, that's a body thing. Everybody, it's what you look like. If we were more concerned, and Freddie's always good about talking about this, if we were more concerned about what we were like on the inside instead of what we look like on the outside, we'd have a lot less problems, But no, thank you. That's true. Hey, I'm in my 40s now. Things are sliding off of me at an alarming rate. Gravity has taken over. Oh, man, I get out of the shower in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror, I go, wow, you look like an avocado with nipples. That's not a good look, is it? Man, I have so many chins now. I'm gonna tattoo a ruffle right here and just work with it, Just pretend it's part of my dress or something, I gave up wearing sleeveless outfits, too. This is a very short-sleeve dress for me. Usually I don't wear them this sort because, you know that little mud flap thing you get under your arm when you get older? The kind the lunch ladies have in, like, 9th grade. More chili! Anna? Wow, you're in trouble when you can clap your hands and fan yourself at the same time. It's not stop wearing... I knew I was in trouble, too, man. One day I'm putting my hair up. I cast the shadow of my arm against the wall. It looks like a pelican. Oh, and it has a fish in its mouth. Jeez. Ah.
I live in Waianae. That's the truth. The Samoan name for Waianae is too far. Samoan name for Makaha is Mofar. Samoan name for a black guy who tells too many Samoan jokes? Dead. Say, I'm married and got 6 girls. So, a lovely wife. That's right. Sometime when I go to work, I have the wrong underwear on, man. That's how I learned how to go. I know my wife loves me, man. I know she loves me because the other day she bought me a camera made especially just for me. It was a brand new 35 millimeter Polaroid. And it takes great colored pictures too, man. For those of you who don't know what a popolo is, that's a Hawaiian word. It means basketball player. I heard one little daughter, she got a shot. She got a shot, and the doctor said, what little girl, do you want a sticker for that? And she goes, nope, I want a savings bond. That's my girl. Other girl, she was arguing with her cousin, Ka'avela. Ka'avela said, you know what, Tanisha? I bet you my daddy can beat up your daddy. She said, big deal, so can my mommy.
ありがとう。そして今日テレビ見たらリッキー・レイクショー、これわかりますか？リッキー・レイク太ったジェニー・クレイグで細くなったけど。リッキーのゲスト今日のクロンボーンの女のあっち行かないで手を離してください。もしもし？あんたたちはどこから来てるんですか？どこから来てるんですか？のほから来てるんですか？Vermont. America. Greg, you booked me in the wrong fucking show again, man. Well, hi. Ladies and gentlemen, it says, my name is Kento and I am Japanese. No shit. See this Marine? The hell's this Chinaman doing up here? Well, in case you were wondering how a Japanese guy like me gets up here on stage and does comedy like this, well, you know how that happens. Daddy buys the hotel and here I am. Just one thing before we get rolling along here, please. Don't get me laughing too hard tonight, because I can't see you when I laugh, and that's a bitch. Maybe if we loosened our cheek muscles. Okay, there you are. A couple more of you than I thought. Look at that. Oh, Caucasians, how do you guys walk around all day with your eyes open like this? Ow. Give me a leisure suit. Take your time. Remember when you were a kid, your mom used to say if you made funny faces like this, it would get stuck and freeze this way? Hi, Mom, I'm a white man. Where's that Buster Heel of Hattie's? Put my fat ass in a dull cannery tour, call it a day. What if you're like half Asian, half Caucasian? You'll get one of these things going. That's messed up. Actually, we Japanese, we used to have round eyes like Caucasians, but after 2 nuclear detonations, you know, it's like, oh, that's bright. Oh, there go another one. Real reason why we got these squinty eyes is because we Asians, we do eat way too much rice, and we're always constipated. Speed. Think about it. That's how the Japanese language got started, man. It's like, oh, that's a word. Mitsubishi Nissan Toyota. Shit car. Buy American. Don't believe all those rumors, all those stereotypes about Japanese having all the money, all the wealth, because it's not true. Because folks, you're looking at them right here. I'm poor yellow trash. My mom's from the old country in Japan. Hillbilly country, town called Big Moon. Like a lot of hillbilly areas here in the States, they have their own little racist party running around those hills, inbreeding and causing trouble. Call themselves the Ku Klux Klan. Little Japanese guys with yellow hoods with slant-eyed slits in the front, burning wooden Buddhas in front of white folks' homes. Bad. Now, I spent some time growing up in Arizona, actually. Arizona, we lived in a trailer park. Yellow trash, thanks. Every day was the same situation. Yellow trash meets white trash. This is what I had to face.
Hey, you one of them sumo wrestlers I hear about? Hey, now check out the sumo wrestler over here. Woo! Where's you one of them Filipinos?
Like, Bubba, do you even know what a Filipino is?
Sure I do. Little Asian Mexican. I went to 6th grade.
Didn't have a lot of redneck friends. Hung out and partied with the Native Americans, made a lot of Indian friends, got to learn some of their ceremonies, even learned one of their sacred rituals. And I'd like to perform that ritual that I learned for you now. I-24. I-24. Oh, no running gear. We're going for the four corners, not the diagonal, man. No. Hey, you're drunk again. Hey, put the spam down. That's the prize, man. Also, this other vicious rumor going around about Japanese men in particular. That rumor about Japanese men having small pee-pees. Some of you laugh a little too knowingly at that, and that ticks me off. Okay, yes, it might be true, fine, but I don't like this information being freely disseminated like this. I mean, think about it. Why do you think Asian women have those squinty eyes, right? I saw. Oh, I saw nothing. Well, Hiroshi, maybe I get a chopstick and come out, huh? That's why we make our women walk behind us. We're going to get respect one way or the other. But I digress. There is one advantage to being a small pee-pee Japanese. I can go down to the beaches here, watch all the beautiful, scantily clad women, and I don't have to cross my legs. For all you know, I could be popping a woody right now and you don't even know it. Ooh, pop the chubby. Thanks for laughing at my pain. Thank you. I feel the warmth. Last week I was over down at the Honolulu Zoo down here with my nephew. Real embarrassing. I walked by the monkey cage over there. I don't know if this has happened to you at a zoo that you've been to, but walked by that cage and noticed this one monkey in the corner touching himself. Spanking the human, I guess you'd call that. Now, that in itself isn't what bothered me. What bothered me about this scenario was this monkey was looking at me while he was doing this. It's like I'm part of some queer chimp fantasy or something. So I've been going there every day since, and because it's nice to know I can attract something. Keepers call me Monkey Tease. Monkey. See my banana? Why are your eyes squinting like that? Do go to the movies a lot, spend a lot of time at the movies. I was stoked earlier this year. My favorite movies of all time got re-released. The Star Wars trilogy. Star Wars fanatics, where are ya? Yeah. The people with no life, let's gather, sing Kumbaya. We'll roast marshmallows, beat up some Trekkies. My favorite scene is from the first Star Wars picture when the wise old Obi-Wan Kenobi used his Jedi mind trick to get out of that one situation with the soldiers. I don't know if you remember the scene. These aren't the droids you're looking for. These aren't the droids we're looking for. Now, the Force is said to be a strong influence on the weak mind. So let's say maybe you get stuck one day out in Waianae. Play along. And you get accosted by one of these large Samoan fellas. Try the Jedi mind trick. Oh, Haole boy, let me see your wallet now. You don't need to see my wallet. Oh, I don't need to see your wallet. I'm not the haole you're looking for. I can go about my business now. I don't know how to say that. You confuse me. Could backfire. Could you picture, though, a gay Samoan? It's like, if he really wanted you, the hell would you do? Just lie down, be his bitch, get it over with. You guys have been great. Thanks a lot.
Anyway, I got home and I was on the porch, sitting there relaxing, trying to forget what happened at Liberty House. And I poured myself a glass of Matouge wine. Yeah, the one I brought home from Portugal. Oh, the delicious, by the way. Anyway, I was rocking in my chair, and my husband, I told you how he just drives me nuts. He's getting worse every day. That he's a real baboose. Well, anyway, I was sitting there watching him weed the garden, and one bird would fly over him and would take one dump right on his head. I laughed so hard, I fell over in the chair. But then he got me upset. You know what he said? Mary, go get the toilet paper. And I yelled back, come on, honey, the bird must be at least 3 miles away by now.
I like remember when 911 first hit the island? They said if you want the police department, fire department, dial 911. Remember that? Then it changed that because about 500 Portuguese homes burnt down. They couldn't find the 11 on the phone. Brother, no me 11 on my phone. My house is burned down. Freaking guys, I was calling 911, 911. Nobody answered. Got a new mailman in our neighborhood, Filipino mailman. Now our dogs are carrying mace. I just told that story at Maui Marriott last weekend for their housekeeping Christmas party. Wrong move, Bo. I woke up the next morning scratching all over going, what is wrong with me? Open the door, there's a Filipino maid standing there going, you're not too fucking funny now, huh? You plick, you. Stranger with a knife. You know I love you. That's my last Filipino joke, I'm just joking. But the traffic was terrible. The shortest distance between 2 points on this island is under construction, is it not? Am I correct? And about 8:30 in the morning when the traffic starts moving real smoothly, there's like a little guy above the road going, traffic on Kamehameha Highway is moving much too smoothly. Let's cone it off and dig a hole. Then they put that Hawaiian cop with the orange vest, his only job is to look in a hole. Brother, the traffic's backing up. Don't bother me, I got out which is hole. I went 12 years Kamehameha schools for do this job. And turn signals, they should take them off our cars here, should they not? You put a turn signal on this island, it's to let 800 idiots behind you go, brother, you're not changing lanes today. It's gonna snow in Mililani before you get in here, brother. This is the local turn signal, hand out the window. Can, bro. Can. Can. What? No can. Here in you, bugger. Do not do that to a Samoan guy. He will pick up your car. I'm gonna get you. You guys better come out. I'm gonna take you home. Honey, look, I got a holy family in a fofo. I learned something at a very young age here in Hawaii. Sticks and stones will break your bones, Samoans will rip you in half. But I want to say this, in my travels, you lady drivers are the best drivers in the whole wide world. Yes. I swear to you, you watch a woman anywhere in the world going to work in the morning, anybody that can put eye makeup on with one eye in the rearview mirror and one eye on the road has to be better than any man. Am I correct? Like, you see a man going to work in the morning, this is what he looks like. I hope they don't cone off the roads. One of the things I love about our island, though, is our roadblocks. Do we not have the best? Our cops are the mellowest in the world. If it's raining, don't worry, not going to be roadblocked. They had zippies. Too wet. If you get accident, the blood going to wash away. But our cops come right up to your windows here, because I get stopped a lot with Freddie. He's in the back. And they come right up to your car, and they want you to roll down your window so they can stick their head in and take a deep breath to smell if you've been drinking. I really wish at that time I could do something at will. Pull my finger. Hey, Kimo, come here. Somebody died in this car. And I don't care where you're at in the world, they always ask you, where are you coming from or where are you going? They always ask this. The best town to be coming from or going to if you've been drinking and driving on this island is the town of Aiea. Because it's simple to say if you're drunk. Brother, where are you coming from? I am. What? I am. Brother says you from Kailua. I am. That's something you never see in the Wheel of Fortune either. It's all vowels. Can I get a Z? Shit. You guys take Chad Scots. I like buy one vowel. But can you imagine a Hawaiian word on the Wheel of Fortune? Vanna White would quit. Is there a K? Shit. I like to buy a vowel. Is there an A? I like to solve the puzzle. Kaka, 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 kaka. True story. This year at Christmas, I was driving over the mountain, and I got stopped by a motorcycle police officer. Now, I haven't drank a drink in 17 years. So I'm driving along, and I'm just before the new... Thank you, yes. Thank you. Because I woke up one morning in Waikiki going, what am I doing here? It's the Freddie show. I was with Moku, and I went, oh! Freddie shouldn't have left him with me. Moku won. Sorry, but we're dating now. I love wood. My home is surrounded with bowls. And ipus. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just brain farted there. But I'm driving along, and this police officer pulls me over, and I'm thinking to myself, gee, what did I do wrong? You know, I thought I had a light out. It's a true story. So he comes walking in my car with that policeman walk, you know. With the jade ring. All puffed up. He goes, brother, you know why I'm stopping you, eh? Gotta remember, I'm a comedian. I went, I'm good looking. Strike one. He said, no, brother, you was weaving. I said, bro, I don't even know how to sew. Strike two. So he says, brother, you can step out of the car. I said, bro, you can open the door. Strike three. So he gets me out in front of the car. He says, I gotta give you the field sobriety test. So I'm not drinking. I'm thinking, what if I fail? I am Portuguese. And I never study. But can you imagine this? They arrest you, take you downtown, you blow in the thing, and it says, brother, you're not drunk. I said, no, I'm stupid. So anyway, this is the end of the story. It's true now, I'm not lying. So he says, okay, bro. He took his pen out of his pocket. He says, I want you to follow the tip of this pen with your eyes. I figure I can pass this one. So he starts, I'm going, He goes, no, stupid, with your eyes. So I said, these are my eyes. So he tells me, hold your head still. So I went. So he takes the pen this way. I said, brother, you can bring them back. I don't can see. So he was pissed. I passed. You gotta stick with me here. I walked back to the car. I turned around to him and I said, your sweater's ready. I'm a weaver. Before I get, I'm going to share something. I've been taking some acting lessons. Here's some Hawaiian Shakespeare for you. To be or no can be. What was the question? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Aloha, my friend. Thank you, buddy. Freddie Morris, it's here. Come on. That's why we're here. Thank you. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, Freddie Morris.
You folks are wonderful. Look at this. Now this is the crowd I've been waiting for all my life. Oh, what the hell? All right. Hey, bro, excuse me. Psst, you, put the camera on me. I'm the star. You're shooting an empty table. What the hell is that? Your name is what?
Mud.
Mud? What are you putting down? What are you shooting my feet now? What is that? All right, we're gonna try. You're gonna do mud. You know, where'd you learn how to be a cameraman?
Oh, I'm still learning.
You're still learning?
Oh, yeah.
No shit. You know I'm kidding, right? Right now he's probably got it on pause. Go ahead, you son of a bitch, go. Wait till you watch this on TV. You ain't gonna be anywhere. You know what? You got a great laugh. You know, I work tomorrow, beach. Hey, Mud. Anyway, ventriloquism, to learn the alphabet, A through Z. And they say that the M's are hard and the P's are hard and all of that. That's hard to do, you know. And we did this on Channel 9. We're going to try to do it for you tonight. See if I can pull it off. I'll do them. A through Z. You ready? You have got to be kidding me. We're going to try. Yeah? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, D, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I said my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me. Thank you. I do thank you. Come on, let's do a song. We're gonna do a song off of our latest album. This album is our latest album. Actually, it's our first album. It's our only album. It's the only album we have. Actually, we have a few. I'm gonna do the song. I'm not gonna close this song. I just want to make sure that I do the song so everybody gets a gist of what we do. This song, I put this on the album for one reason. I wanted to kind of tell a story about how I felt about being in the so-called business, if you will, that we call show. One day, I won't be here. One day, you know, Moku will be here forever and ever and ever. One day he'll be in my daughter's living room as a legacy of what I did while I existed on this earth, a memory, I guess, a good one. I can only hope. If you listen to the words, I think you'll understand what I was trying to say with this song. It goes like this. So I got it ready. For you, Jennifer, wherever you are. She's in Maui. You and me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. When all the others turn their backs and walk away, you can count on me to stay. Remember when the circus came to town and you were frightened by the clown? Wasn't it nice to be around that someone that you need, someone who is big and strong and looking out for you? And me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. And for all the times we cried, I always knew that God was on our side. And when one of us is gone, and one of us is left to carry on, then remembering we'll have to do. Our memories alone will get us through. Just think about those days of me and you. It's you and me against the world. To carry on. And remembering we'll have to do. Our memories alone will get us through. Just think about those days of me and you. You and me against the world. I love you, Freddie. I love you too. You and me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. When all the others turn their backs and walk away, you can count on me to stay.